Hello everyone, welcome back to An Idiot Aboard. I'm Danny. Bored. Welcome back. Firstly, sorry everybody, I haven't been around for a good 3 weeks almost. Been incredibly busy. A lot going on. Some of you may know already, those of you who are on our page on Facebook, me and Mrs. B, our foster page. One of our kiddies had to leave. He's gone and joined what we think maybe his forever family, along with his older sister, sorry. And we're preparing for another boy to come, 4-year-old boy, so bring us back up to 3 kids in the house. It's there's a lot to do, moving all the clothes, preparing stuff, putting stuff away, maybe changing the bed from a crib for an 8-month-old to a bed for a 4-year-old. Nearly 5, he'll be 5 soon. The little laddie coming in. So there's a lot to do, and not just that side of things though. It takes a bit of an emotional toll. It's emotionally draining, I should say, because you take the kids in, you grow exceedingly close to them in a very short space of time, especially when they're babies. You bond with them very quickly, and then you give them to people that are going to be a really loving family. I mean, the 2 people that have taken the wee lad from us in this last week are brilliant, phenomenal, and they're going to be really, really good parents to the wee boy and his older sister. But it's still hard to see them go. It's difficult to see them go, and kind of contributes a little bit to a lack of motivation for other stuff. Although I've got to be honest, when I do get down here, there's no lack of motivation. I just want to crack on because I don't get that much time down here anyway. Not much has changed since I saw you last. I haven't actually done any work as such. All I've done is lifted some material in. I think the last time I posted anything was a quick video just to say there's now a crap load of pallets in there. And now I've got some OSB ready to go on the walls, and try and use some of the pallets in here. Of course, I want to use some of the pallets in here, but also I want to use some of the pallets in there to, because we're going to have shelving in there, and I want to just raise it up off the floor a tad using some of the smaller pallets, or maybe even cutting them down to accommodate the size of the shelving that we want. And some floor covering I've got for in here, which I'll show you a bit later on. But for now, let's have a look at the task at hand and see what I've got. But to be honest, I've got no time to do any of it today, because it's now 3:30 in the afternoon, and between all of the things we had to do this morning, just house-wise, and then going and shopping for the stuff, bringing it down here, because I've got to get it down, I've got to get it cut, because it comes in 4x8 sheets, the OSB, 4 foot by 8 foot. Get it cut there into 5 foot and 3 foot sections. 2 reasons. One, they don't go in the minivan that we got if they're full sized, 8x4. Got to get them cut down to 3x4 and 5x4. And B, bringing them down into the basement. I'm in my basement here, and I'm bringing them down on my own. I don't want to be bringing 8 foot panels of OSB down my basement stairs when there's a really tight turn from the stairs to the door to come in here. So it's really awkward, really difficult to do. I mean, it's manageable, but I'll end up bashing stuff, breaking stuff, and damaging the OSB more than I really want. I know it's only for the walls, but I still want it to be in reasonably good condition. So they've been cut down just to make it that bit more manageable for me. So anyway, I'll give you a quick look at what's to come, and then either today or tomorrow afternoon I'll be cracking on with it. So there'll be a video out this weekend, he says, hopefully. You never know. So, in the video you saw me film the other day, these pallets were what I showed you. And when I say video, it was actually a short, a YouTube short, not an actual video. But I brought these pallets in, donated to me by my good friend Mike, same guy who, if we pan past my tool wall, gave me that unit there. I've just put some PPE in and some other junk up out of the way at the minute. Get the floor clear. So, you saw that come in. It was already there. Now I've got these. These are 5 foot by 4 foot bits of OSB to go along there. And just the other side of that wall, I've got the offcuts of that, the almost 3 foot by 4 foot. So they're going to be used to cover this wall, and maybe even this one. because I've got a bit down there as well that's a bit bigger that I can use here. And then I can start using these to extend that little pallet rack that I've got there and here to go between them, so that I can, because they are the same height, I've checked, he says, knowing full well he hasn't, and he could be lying through his teeth. But they look about the same height. We'll level them up somehow, and then they're ready for stuff to be stacked at the back. I have a buttload of, I don't know if you can see, like, the containers down here. That the blue Rubbermaid container and that green one. That's just a box full of my daughter's old toys that's going to be got rid of somehow. But those kind of boxes, they're going to be just free-falling over, free-forming over there, stacked up against each other while we get the shelves sorted, just so we can get them out of the way. And the ones that we have that are full, the buckets that we have that are full of children's clothes, and they're organised into, like, 0 to 6 months, 6 to 12. The various sizes up to 0, between 0 and 5 years old. The age of the kiddies we take in. So we've always got some clothes on hand, because sometimes they come with nothing. So they're going to be stored down here, as out of the way as we can get them, because they are just always in the way. We don't need quick access to them, because we often have these kids for months at a time. It's very rare we get, like, a kid for a couple of weeks and then we need to dip in them again and get some more clothes out for a different sized child. So that's the plan for now. Get that wall sorted, get the floor ready, get some stuff down here out of the way so we can start tidying up, and then get the shelves bought and get it racked out in here, and then we can crack on. And the sooner we're done here, the sooner I can get back to doing what I want to do, which is this place. Because we've been doing other stuff, I've just not had the time to tidy recently, even though the floor's pretty clear, except for the little gap of uncertainty right there, where a clumsy arse like me is liable to trip over either his the leg of his table saw or the leg or table of his router. But apart from that, and there's stuff I've brought back from the camper van as well, like that toolbox and this box here and all sorts of stuff. So it's all got to be squared away again. I just got it looking reasonably efficient in here, ready to use so that I could turn it into something good. And I bought a load of crap back from the camper, and here we are. Anyway, that's the plan. So hopefully I'll get that done tomorrow, not today. So the video should be out at the weekend. Cheers.